child. That child. Hey!
Like that child. Like that child.
I'm so happy you brought me on.
I'm so glad that you're on, guys. Welcome back to the In Love Show. This is such a special day because I had 2 shows in one day. Now, yes, I would pat myself on the back because she did. now I am going to do you all a favor and introduce you guys to another episode where all things are love and all things are conversation. And today we are having cocktails with it. I have my girl, Miss Franny, owner and entrepreneur of this beautiful Black-owned business, Franny's Bartending Company, which is a mobile company that can come to you wherever you are for a little fee though. How you doing, girl?
What's going on, sis? How you doing out there?
I am.
How y'all doing? Instagram? How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? And we actually are filming.
On?
Yes. We're actually have people right here in the building with us. So we're going to be making cocktails and they're also going to be indulging in some too. But we're going to also teach you. But before we get this popping, you know that I always have to start off the conversation with some real questions. And make sure you guys are throwing in your comments, asking your questions as well. Franny, now I know that's not your real name.
No, it's not. It's Francesca.
I know, and it's absolutely beautiful.
They started calling me Franny because I don't think my mama didn't know how to spell, so she spelled it like really bad. So it's actually it's spelled Francesca.
Okay, you know what?
We're going to pray for her. We just going to pray for her.
Don't do your mama like that. See, my mama will be like, you know what, Nicole? I know you are. See, I almost
Don't
said
do
my
it.
age.
Don't do it.
You know you the age you are, but I will still whoop your behind.
Yeah, no, my mom named me Francesca, and, you know, of course, my last name's Allen, so, but people like to call me Franny, Fran, Fantabulous, Fantastic,
Frangria.
Franny Pack.
All of the above. Well, I love your first name, but I love Franny's Bartending Service. It's very, very catchy. It's very memorable, and
yes.
I love what you're doing. So how long have you been in this industry?
I've been in this industry for about 8 years now.
8 years. And so was bartending like something that you just kind of fell into, or you were just thinking like, you know what, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to make something happen. How did Franny's Bartending Service come to life?
So God gives us just these nuggets that we have built inside of us. And I am going to be very honest. I have never bartended a day in my life until I opened my company. I had no background in bartending whatsoever, just, you know, making drinks at home and everything. So trust me when I tell you, never worked at a bar, never went to bar school, self-taught.
And so you just decided, you know what, I have an idea. I want to do something that's different. Like, how did you begin?
Sure.
I was spelling feet.
Okay. Let me see if I can get through this.
Oh no.
But I got laid off. And my husband and I were financially struggling really, really bad before I got laid off. I had just found that job like months prior. So, you know, a big storm came in. I don't know if y'all remember, in 2016, we had a big storm in April. It came and wiped in everything and flooded everything on the north side of Houston.
I remember. I lost my car.
My job got flooded. First hired, first fired. So I didn't get fired, but they, you know, escorted me out the door. So I was at home and didn't know what to do. So I sat at home with my husband. We discussed it, of course, drinking. And next thing you know, I was like, how to get money without going back to school? And it said mobile bartending. And I said, mobile bartending? So I can go to people's events, serve them, and get paid? What? And the rest is history.
And here you are 8 years later.
$80 later.
$80? How much was $80 for?
I went to go buy a bar kit. Don't do that. You ain't gonna use it for the first 3 years. Save your money, babies. Don't go buy no bar or none of that. Get your clientele up. Make some friends. Build some relationships.
But at least it was $80 and not $8,000.
It was $80 that I did not have.
I'm gonna need you to pick up your feelings on that one because it seems like you a little traumatized by
Ooh, child, this has been a long road coming. You have got to be strong to be in this industry. You know, you have got to be strong. You come into this industry, you know, I see a lot of people come in all the time, especially small businesses, and they come in and say, Franny, how do you do it? And I tell them, and they think, oh no, I'm gonna go do the opposite. And then they struggle, they get left with a lot of debt, and it's just not the way to go. I took my time, I came in, y'all gonna laugh, $85 for 4 hours. What's my price?
Wow.
When I first came in the industry, because I didn't know anything. I didn't want to charge someone on their special day and do wrong or don't know enough. So I came in humble. I really, really did. I came in and built connections. I came in and just was like, let me do as many things as I can to show that I am worthy to be in this industry.
So let me ask you a question. Let me just go interject real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
$85 for 4 hours, girl. Did they give you a tip?
Well, I made $15 my first event in tips. But no, I didn't know. So when you come into something with uneducated and you come in and you just get blessed to have that opportunity, I was just blessed to get a yes. Do you know how many no's I got? I started my company in May of 2016. I didn't get my first event until August.
Wow.
Shout out Rochelle.
Yeah, shout out to you, Rochelle. But you just said something that really just struck a nerve, because a lot of people, when they hear their first no and their second no, and I can tell you honestly, I'm so guilty of feeling defeated because of all of the doors that were closed in my face. And in one period of time, like, I legit was just like, forget it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Knowing the gift that I have, then it was just, I was just so discouraged. But you kept going and you had something that you wanted and you did not give up. So all those no's, it just literally takes one yes. Even though, girl, you made $85.
I'm gonna tell you this much. It was the people that doubted me that was my hustle. Ooh. I was like, doubt on. You don't think I can do it? You don't think I'm gonna make it? Go back to school, friend. Go get a job, friend. Why are you trying to bartend, friend? You trying to get money for bartending? You got an education, friend. Go work at a CEO corporation. No, I am the CEO corporation.
In that order. And you know what? It's so funny because I just had a conversation with my boyfriend the other day, and I was just like, it wasn't the other day, but I was like, I'm thinking about going back to school again and this and that. And he's like, are you sure you want to do that? And I'm just thinking about even some of my friends, we go to school, we get educated, we have these careers, even though I have 2 college degrees. When I went back to school again, it took me 3 hard years. I was driving Uber, I was doing Lyft, I was door dashing, girl. I thought I was gonna have to twerk something for a minute, girl. Twerk. And
that's something will change you.
I was on the verge, but
desperation.
Thank you, Lord.
Desperation, preparation will have you confused.
It
you can be desperated. You can be so desperate, and you are not prepared for that type of desperate. You want to make sure. When I was being told from everybody in my ear, my family, my husband at the time, who didn't even believe in the dream at the time, and he'll be honest about that. He's very upfront about it. Like, I did not see this being where it is, but I knew. See, God told me I was going to be somebody. See, I didn't have a rough life growing up. I didn't have it easy. A lot of people think I grew up in a very easy life. No. I had a very rough growing up. And all I was ever shown was just everybody around me letting me down, including myself. I lost myself for a moment, especially in my early 20s. That's another day, another conversation, another moment.
I need some tissue. Oh my God.
No, I did. I had it rough. I got in my way. I couldn't get out of my way. I was judgmental. I didn't love myself, didn't love nobody else. So when you have all that toxicity on you, you can't see what God has in front of you.
That's so true.
You can't see the blessings He has in front of you because you are in your way. I'm telling you, I had to get out of my way. I knew I was meant for more. I knew I wasn't going to turn out to be like, some of the people in my life that I watched turn to drugs, jail, all these things. Like, I grew up in CPS in Texas. I grew up in CPS. I know about the foster homes. That's why I always try to mentor young women, especially my girls, because they need someone to look up to. I had nobody growing up to look up to. That's why I was so caught up out there. Didn't want to listen to nobody, didn't want to have nobody in my corner or anything. It was just in a hateful, toxic place. And it wasn't until I knew that I was made of love, I can give love, I let all that go, and my life completely changed.
Ooh. Forgiveness is for you. Oh, we gonna pause. We gonna pause. But girl, thank you, because all those that are out there watching, listening, if you have a question, you have a comment, we want to know. If you want to get in on the conversation, get in our comment section. Chime in, share this live. We are live right now, and this is such a great conversation. So I'm gonna pause right here because I'm trying not to cry, girl.
I'm not either. I mean, I was like, I'm authentic, but you know.
No, but you know what? I appreciate the authenticity, and that's what makes Franny's Bartending what it is.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna pause right here. We're gonna pick up this conversation. But did y'all know that yesterday was National Tequila Day? Now, tequila make you do some things. And so, in honor of National Tequila Day, Franny's going to teach me how to make the perfect margarita. Because in my mind, I think that I know how to mix a drink. It don't always turn out quite the way, and then I wind up using half a bottle of something, and then trying to merge something else, and then it's too sweet, then it's too sour, then it's just trash at that point. And because I like a nice tequila, you know, them coins add up, and I can't afford to keep doing this. So I just want to say thank you, girl, because you about to save me some money.
Hey, man, I'm just, you know, one day I'm going to show you more things. But today we're going to learn how to make a blueberry margarita.
Blueberry margarita. And for those that are texture cautious, conscientious like myself, I did already explain that to Fred. You know, she was looking at me like, girl, get your life. But she got me right. She made sure there was no chunks and bits in my drink so that I could fully participate. So thank you.
We aim to please.
It's up to you, and that's the great thing about a cocktail. You can customize it to your liking and your customers' liking.
And shout out to everybody. And I also can give you a link for the mocktails out there. I always like to say this, you know, we're not making a mocktail right now, but if you do not drink and you want recipes, please don't hesitate to follow us.
Yes, for a low fee.
Not everybody
for 99
drinks.
cents.
Not everybody drinks. I always say this.
Is there a fee to it, or are you giving that away for free?
Follow me.
Follow her on social media. The banner is across. On the banner, you see at her at Franny Bartending Service, which is her social media on all social media platforms. Also, another special cocktail that we'll be talking about later on in the show. Make sure you follow both of those. And me too. We're on YouTube. So, margarita is one of my absolute favorite things to do, especially when I have me some empanadas or some enchiladas or some nachos. Your girl loves some queso. And yes, because she is thick, I am telling you the real deal. So,
all right, so I'm going to take over. You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Okay, so we are going to work together. So first and foremost, I always like to do this. I always want to make sure we have everything in front of us so we can go ahead. Now, this is an easy drink. Margaritas are great and refreshing, but it's all about the ingredients and all about the technique. All about the technique. All right, guys, so today we're going to be using our tequila. We're going to be using a Blanco. We're going to be using our Platinum here. So we're going to go ahead and do, first and foremost, what I always like to do is make sure we have all of our ingredients.
Okay.
Do we have our shaker glass?
We have it.
We have our shaker glass
We have
right
our
there.
shaker glass.
And you always want to make sure it opens and everything because, you know, you just want to make sure that.
Wait, make sure what opens?
This.
Oh, the glass. Oh my God. Let me get my mind off the gutter. You know, cocktails lead to late nights, early mornings. So,
Hey.
Okay, so yes, it opens.
Wonderful. Because the reason being, because sometimes you're getting ready to make a drink and your thing gets stuck and you're like, this is stuck. Why is this not open?
We can't have no stuck things anywhere.
We ain't gonna do that. So also, do we have our Franny mix?
We have our Franny mix.
It's a lime mix that we make here. It's a sour mix, and it's mixed with lime, and it's really, really delicious and super refreshing and super light. Do we have our Contra? Because you can't have no margarita without no Contra. It's gonna be right there.
Why did I think Contra was brown?
The bottle brown. Oh, see, it's right over there.
Okay.
Well, it was.
It's right here. I see.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's right there. So yes. So Contra is just an orange liqueur that we like to lose. It's what's going to cut that bite.
Is that similar to like Grand Marnier?
Absolutely.
Oh,
great
I
job.
love
And
Grand
also like
Marnier.
triple sec.
Oh,
Triple
okay.
sec is going to be your least expensive. Contra and Grand Marnier, you're probably going to spend a little bit more, but luxury.
Yes, and
All
she
right.
loved everything luxury because she is so extra on purpose most of the time.
We also have our blueberry syrup here, fresh parade. You want to smell that? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's
Now
good.
we have some audience members. They're out here emulating what we're doing as well. So I hope you guys are smelling the essence of this blueberry. Ooh, yes.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is you wanna go ahead and open your shaker cup up right here. And we also have our glass here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put our ice in our shaker. We're just gonna put our ice in our shaker, okay? So give me that right there. And what's great about margaritas, they're easy. They're super easy to make, super easy to make. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and move our glass over, okay? Or you can put it up there, wherever. Okay, right there. So what we're gonna do first and foremost is we are going to get our tequila.
Okay.
Now, this right here is our, do you know what this is? If you don't, I'll tell you, jigger.
It's a jigger.
It's a jigger. So this right here is gonna be your 2-ounce shot, and this is gonna be your 1-ounce shot.
You know what?
In the state of Texas, 2 ounce is the state, this is the most amount you can pour in a drink.
So I've always seen bartenders use this, but I just thought like it was like a little miniature like shot shaker glass.
No, it's just to help you measure out your consistency,
Okay.
because a lot of people don't know TABC rules, but they actually, this is how they charge us by the shot.
Oh, okay, great.
That's for another day. So what we're gonna do is we wanna go ahead and pour 2 ounces,
Okay.
because why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? It's just us. So first we wanna go ahead and pour it in our shaker. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put that down, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab our lime mix.
Our home house-made, in-house
Franny's mix.
Franny's mix.
So we're gonna go ahead and pour that
Okay.
right there. And
Right.
this is about 4 ounces right
Okay.
here.
4
Okay?
ounces of this.
4
guys.
ounces.
Okay.
And then we're going to pour half of this. We're gonna pour half right here. I
Okay.
just filled it up because the glass is beautiful.
Okay.
So we're just gonna pour half of that in there, not all of it. And then we are going to go ahead and pour our blueberry puree.
Okay.
And it's just gonna give it that really nice color
House-made. Ooh.
right there.
Okay.
Boom. All right,
Beautiful.
so you already know what to do.
Okay.
Put that top back on, and you wanna go ahead, but now watch the technique.
Okay.
Hold, hold.
Hold.
You got it? And then just
All right. Now I don't know about you, but I always like to sing a song, and then
what we say,
like,
what we say.
shake it like a salt, shake it,
Hey.
shake it like. Because after all, you know, some people like salt on their rim. Me, I don't care for it.
I don't either.
So I mean, I'll be the salt in the shaker.
Hey, so the next
Okay,
thing we're
so-
gonna do, after we shake it, just, and there's different ways to shake your shaker. You can grab it from the bottom, you can do it like that, you can.
So if I want to be fancy with it,
Yeah, you
and
wanna
I'm
be
trying to
fancy
shop,
with
so
it.
like pretending I have dinner ready for my date night, or I'm with my girls, I'm like, girl, look what so it depends on you how fancy you want to be, and I love the color of this, and I'm
So
wait
you wanna
to
go
taste
ahead
it.
and sit that here on the
Okay.
sideline, so you wanna switch which margarita glass.
Okay.
Okay, and you wanna go ahead and sit that there. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put ice in our glassware. Yeah, it's a double ice situation here.
Yes, because you know, and it depends on what kind of alcohol that I have. But when I have a margarita, my first choice is frozen, but I love it on the rocks margarita, but it has to be like ice cold.
So you wanna go ahead and let this, like, it settle down just a little after we shaked it and everything.
Okay.
And we wanna go ahead now and pour.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
You wanna hold that top right there, and you just wanna go ahead and just pour it.
So hold.
Get it in
So
there.
I'm getting it in.
Don't tell me I ain't no professional. Empty.
Empty.
Empty. Hey!
Hashtag, she did it right.
So yes, so you see this beautifulness? Now guys, if you don't know anything about my company, you gonna know the garnish game is strong
It's straight.
with
Okay,
this
so
company.
we have to wait till the stir. Okay, I'm so excited
Yeah.
about this stir. Okay.
So you wanna go ahead and grab and just decorate however you want.
Okay,
I got
so-
you some
so since-
rosemary,
Ooh.
kiwi, blueberry.
Wait, pause. Rosemary and a margarita. Now
Why?
that is a herb. Most people
Botanical.
cook with it.
Botanical, no, baby. You wanna open those leaves up, get those leaves open, and you just wanna go ahead and just drop that. Look at that.
Okay, so
Drop that in there.
slap that.
Yeah.
You can make it all up.
Open the oils.
Slap
The
that.
essence of the oils is gonna get on.
Oh, you
And
know what?
then,
That's crazy because
yeah,
I can
and
feel
then-
that.
yeah, and
On my
smell it.
skin.
Yeah, and smell it and
Ooh,
everything.
it's so fragrant. Okay, and then
Absolutely.
you want to put it up.
Yeah, just put it
Like
in there.
this.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, and since this is a blueberry margarita, I don't
Go
mind
ahead
them
and get some blueberries.
floating around.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna grab some blueberries here.
With some blueberries.
We got everything in this thing here, y'all.
Now,
We even have star fruit.
What? I've never had a star fruit before.
Look at that. Ain't that beautiful?
No, what is this? Because there's some. It looks
Blood
like an
orange. It's a blood
Ooh,
orange.
Okay. So look at the color.
So
of
right
this
now we're in
blood
stone
orange.
fruit season. So we're in stone fruit
Okay.
season. So we have plums, we have star fruit, we have kiwis. Right now, guys, it's all about the peaches and the plums. This is the season we're in. As a professional bartender, it's my job to know that.
Okay, so you do. I'm glad you said that because
Yeah.
you know a lot of times you get that basic ass lime, and yes, she
Oh.
said basic ass lime.
Basic.
I don't want no basic ass anything. So
No.
I love that you are all in tune with like the flavors and the colors and the I love flowers. I feel like I want to add something in this. Oh, the lemon peel.
Oh yeah. And then we also have cucumbers. I'm all about botanical, all about herb, I love to see more of our customers be able to get things besides the same old same.
Right.
I like to introduce new things out to show. I even put cucumbers in drinks and people don't even think about that. And it is honestly super beautiful.
I would not have. Now, what is this? Now, I see the kiwi. Is this cinnamon?
Yeah.
Girl, I've never had cinnamon in a margarita. I don't know if I want to try it though.
No, I wouldn't say it's for the margarita purpose. I would say more so just to show like a level of garnish of how we get down and
Okay.
everything. I would
And
never
what is
put a
this?
cinnamon stick in a margarita unless it was a hot cinnamon margarita. Then we can talk. Which one?
Never heard of that. Now, what is this?
This right here is white plum.
I've never even heard of that. Okay, so I just want to actually taste this. And I'm praying that my palate will not just frown because the texture.
And then,
But I wanna taste this.
oh, it's so good. Put that with some goat cheese and some balsamic on a bread with some honey. Girl, you have a life. And now look at that. Perfect margarita. Perfect margarita. So, oh, is it good?
I typically only plums I know about those like purple or black ones, whatever they're called. But I don't eat them because of the texture. But I love the crunch.
Okay. So now
I
we
love
have
the
our
crunch.
margarita. And now what we do next? Cheers.
Cheers!
And then we're gonna go ahead and taste it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, child. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Our audience members, are you guys enjoying your margaritas as well?
amazing.
Yes, so good, so refreshing.
Oh my
So
God.
refreshing. Now I feel like what's that show? Like we're the people behind the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you understand now? That is a perfect margarita.
It is. It is so. What I really like about it, and what I was scared too about the blueberry was that it was going to be overpowering,
Mm-mm.
but it isn't.
Mm-mm.
It's so light.
Mm-hmm. The
And it's-
tequila, the contra, they all go together really well.
They
The rosemary
do.
doesn't even interrupt it.
It doesn't.
It just gives it a nice fragrance.
It doesn't. And I feel like
Mhm.
eating this piece of fruit that I had, like the
Enhances
perfect pair, it enhanced it.
Yep.
It's something that I've never ever tasted before. So it's different and it's delicious. So it is a different delicious, and I'm probably gonna eat the rest of those because I've never
just
had
don't
them and
have
they are
that. I'm
so
drinking.
freaking good.
I get to drink at work.
But I can't drink at work because I'm an educator and she will be escorted off the premises. But
Not escorted off.
I tell you, those kids make me want to go home and make a margarita too sometimes because they are real extra. But I
Shout out
love
to all the educators out there. We do get
Yes,
10%
shout
off
out.
services.
Ooh, that part.
My third grade teacher was incredible.
Ooh.
Shout out to Miss Hunt. She formed me. Yeah, definitely. Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
What do we seriously? Yeah. Oh yeah. We make we honestly make some of the best margaritas because we put so much love into them. And I love when people get to taste what we create and give us this reaction. This is a compliment to me. This is all we ask for
This is so
as
good.
an entrepreneur, to be
Yeah.
loved by your craft.
Yes, be loved by your craft. And guys, this service is available to you guys. We're going to tell you about that a little bit towards the end of the show.
Right.
But to move on with our conversation. It was something that you said when you were giving us your story.
Yeah.
And you were saying in the beginning, your husband did not believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
So going in business in general is just something stressful, and I do know that. But when you have someone that you love that's supposed to believe in you and doesn't, how did you guys, if you're comfortable sharing, how did you guys work through that, and what made him have a change of heart? Or did he have a change of heart?
So here's the deal. What's great about me is transparency. My track record spoke for itself, and he doubted my situation because of how I moved. Bipolar disorder, it's real. Mental health is real. When you are battling so many different demons and battling so many different things, one of the biggest things that I could never do was hold a job because of my bipolar disorder. It was really out of control. Had a lot of built up anger, a lot of built up sadness, depression. I was battling my weight, battling a lot of things. I think I made it up to 320 pounds at one point. And it was just really hard. And being in love with someone and everything and watching them be so successful, because my husband worked for F&C, he was in this project management. I felt like a waste at one point. Like, why am I even with him? And one day he was just like, I can't keep doing this. You keep dropping job to job. And what is this? It's not, you're not content or consistent. And I was just sitting up here like, here I am again. Basu is the man of my life. Somebody who I prayed for and asked for. And he is telling me that I'm in my way. My best friend is telling me I'm in my way. I had to move. I had to get out, and I had to prove him and prove myself, not even him, just me, that this hereditary disease will not take me down. So now bipolar disorder is my superpower.
Wow.
It's real. It's real.
That is so amazing.
Because you can't lie, because I'm telling you, the blessings alone are just what we dealt with as a couple and everything. And when he saw me just keep going and not looking anywhere else, he went, wow, she's still going at this. Wow, she's got a card. Ooh, I think it was a card. My husband's the graphic designer. When he saw my card, he was like, oh, child, you need me now. So he came in, but when we started to work together, so you remember that?
Yeah.
God, you, your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
When we started to work together, December of 2016, I made about $800 in my business. 2017, I made 96 cents.
Oh my God. Talk about increase.
In 2021, we made for the first time our highest selling, which was over 500K.
That is
so
awesome.
When I tell you, when you put that mess aside and stop trying to just be like, he just kept it real. He just kept it real, and he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. I was a mess. Oh, see, a mess. A mess. So yes, he wasn't lying, girl. We gotta get out of our way. And he was saying it was fine. I was like, Lord, am I crazy? What am I doing, Jesus? I need to get it right. So I did. I got it right.
But you know, that is so amazing, because it's a lot of couples out here. And listen, I went to marriage counseling before I got married and still did it like an idiot anyway. Like, he didn't do none of that. None of it. Not a man, none of it, part of it. Any of it. But that's the great thing about love. You know, love just, it's raw. It's so many different versions of it, but the fact that you were able to listen, actively listen, and then also too, not just to him, but to yourself, and make a change, and then here you are.
It wasn't easy that first 2 years of starting this company. I mean, we were battling with each other every day on things, because one of the biggest things was like, this business blew up so fast. It's like, he describes it as a buggy cart. The buggy cart is moving, and you're trying to build it as it's moving. So we've never slowed down. We've never slowed down. Like, it's been consistently going for 8 years. And it even blessed us to the point where I looked at him and said, now I make more than you. And so he had to quit his other job and come help me make more.
Oh, wow.
So he did. Yeah.
That's amazing. Glad that you guys are doing it together, building it together. I'm not mad at you, girl. You have a thing going on. Speaking about your company, it's a mobile bartending company. So I know you have some awards, like the Knot.
Yes.
Yes, you have some awards. You have so many accolades. Tell me about how does that feel to not just have a company, but to be recognized in your industry and the value of what it is that you do.
Incredible. It's an incredible feeling, especially being a Black woman in America. I mean, I always tell people all the time, the odds are always against us sometimes. We have to work twice as hard sometimes, and we have to put such great efforts to even get noticed, the strides. But one thing I always tell my team is we stay ready so we don't have to get ready. We show up. We show up. I mean, I'm standing here by myself, but I am nothing without my team. My incredible team. My team.
Don't you start.
I'm
Don't
not
you
gonna
start.
try,
Don't you
but
start.
my team is the reason why I'm so successful. They show up every day for me and they work their butts off. I mean, if I could tell you, if you were a fly on the wall and you would know the success behind how beautiful our family is, and our bar family, I mean, I could just sit here and just cry. Haya, Nathan, Kevin, Gwen, I mean, Myra, Janitra. I mean, these people have been with me for years. And it's an incredible blessing to watch them grow and become their own people, have their own businesses, and I flourish with them with that. And you want to know why I'm successful? It's because of them. I'm not trying to play. It's because of them.
Oh my
I'm like
God.
literally nothing without my team. I've watched them just incredibly do things. Like we are doing 7 to 8 events in a day. Sometimes we have 4 or 5 cash bars. I mean, sometimes we're here till 1 or 2 in the morning. You don't hear my team complain. You don't hear them make us feel like anything. They are just so supportive. They show up. I mean,
And when she
That's
says,
it.
and when
That's
she
it.
says, here guys, I don't know if you guys saw my promo video, but I got the opportunity to come and tour. They have a full warehouse stocked to the nines with liquor galore. Whatever you ask for, whatever you need, they have it, and they have a beautiful space also too, which actually this is where the show is taking place. We're in the space where she also does bartending classes. So if you have your boo, it's a great idea for date
we're getting
night.
out of state people now.
Really?
Shout out to Indiana. I got my Virginia class coming in next week. My
That's
ladies will be
awesome.
here, and my New York ladies will be here next month.
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. So this business continues to blossom.
We're pivoters.
Yeah.
You gotta pivot.
You have to pivot.
You gotta pivot. The
You
world
have
is
to pivot.
uncertainty. You are an entrepreneur. You
Yes.
have got to pivot.
You
You
have
have
to
got to
pivot.
know what your hands are. Nobody should know more than you. Nobody should know more than you in your situation, in your business. That's why a lot of people, when 2020 happened and COVID came in and changed the way we know the world today, you had to pivot. I started doing online classes. I started doing classes in Philippines. I started doing classes in England. I got interviewed in England during 2020 because of my cocktail classes.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah, man. The world is connected, man. You just gotta go out there and explore it.
And social media makes things so much better. And that's another way that we all can relate. We all can relate. We always put ourselves like in these little boxes. I'm this, I'm that. But the thing is, you wake up in the morning just like I do. You have to eat and feed yourself like I do. I hope you wash your ass just like I do, because if you don't, you know.
With the rag.
Right, with the rag, So all of that, we have so many commonalities, whether we're entrepreneurs, whether we are nurses, educators, doctors, lawyers, mentors. It comes in every aspect.
You gotta inspire.
And everyone's able to do it.
You gotta inspire.
That
You're
is-
inspiring. You're inspiring by doing this. Look at you. Giving people an opportunity and a platform to be able to show what they love and do, and being able to show it in a positive light, man, and
Thank you.
such quality too. I think the whole process of this whole entire thing was just beautifully done. And I love seeing that. I love when we take our job seriously.
Yeah.
We take our passion and we put it in there and everything. That's why I refuse to be mediocre in this company. I refuse to let my staff be mediocre. When you come in here, you're going to bring nothing but the best.
Right.
You're going to bring nothing but the best because that's what you deserve.
It is
When
what
you
I
feel
say.
good, you do
hear
good.
that? The best in business,
You gotta do
in
good, right?
relationship, and life, all of that. So if you have people out there that is not in your corner and don't have your best interests at heart, separate yourself because it is not worth it. They are not worth it. And set your boundaries. Okay. Speaking of boundaries, girl, we talked about all of these expansions and then you talked about pivots. I want to go and pivot and have another sip of this drink. But while we're
Absolutely.
indulging, you also have pivoted.
You wish you were here.
You do, because it is so good.
Yes.
Also pivoted into a new venture called Frangrias. Can the Frangrias come to the stage, please? Yes.
Bye, Garnish. Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm gonna eat this while we are pivoting, guys.
Hello. Frangrias. So, when I first came into the industry, I started to see a lot of, when we were at the bar and everything, I started to see a lot of brides had to go out and get so many different just ingredients to make drinks at the bar. And one of the biggest things that I like is functionality. I like things to functionally work. I don't care. Aesthetics, everything's gonna look good. That's the easy part. But does it work? Does it run well? Does it move well? One of the biggest things that I hate at weddings or at corporate events or anything is a line at the bar. So one of the things that I did was,
especially when you have heels on, baby.
yes,
You know, now listen, I'm all for I gotta be cute wherever I go, but when I have a heel on and I have to stand up and, be trying to shift the weight. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all she's thick, okay? Plus mean in addition to, and that's not me. But she is thick, and so she can't stand up a long time in no heels waiting at the bar.
it's not cool.
It's not cool, and it's not
Spending too much money at the bar.
It is
It's
not
too much
sexy.
money at the bar. You don't need to be waiting at the bar.
That
Listen,
part.
And so, number one advice I'm going to tell you from the client's perspective is for the client to know when they're hiring a bartending company is to be honest. That is the most certain thing. When you are honest about your guest count, honest about the hours, honest about your expectation. This is how this started. When we were in the industry, we started to see a need. See, I had a gift. I tell you, self-taught. Science. It's science. You know what goes well together. And so I started to fool around in the kitchen and everything, and I came up with some drinks. And then I started to batch them. I started to see how much I can go, and I started to perfect them over the years, and people started to want them at their weddings. They started to get the ingredients, and next thing you know, I get my liquor license. So when I get my liquor license, this is the game changer for me. I didn't know that I could get my warehouse license to legally bottle my drinks.
Ooh. Now,
Go ahead.
I'm excited about these drinks, guys, because I had a meeting with Franny and we got to sample some of these delicious drinks.
Which one's your favorite?
And I tell you, I love a good cocktail, and as I already told you, I'm not good at the mixing and I'm not a bartender. Again, I'm an educator, former nurse. I don't know nothing about that.
Right.
Okay, but I got to taste some of these, and she has a variety of flavors here.
Right.
So let's talk. Can we start with my favorite one? Oh, yes, we are. So the Southern Peach Smash. Now, as much as I like white liquor, I like me a little brown liquor too. And this one is made of bourbon.
Yes. This has bourbon in it.
Yes.
It has so many good flavors in it. It is so delicious. It's smooth. It's so good, guys. It has peaches, lemons, everything. It's very floral. It's very good, and it's smooth.
And they make this out of fresh fruit.
Yeah.
They use this.
We use lemons. We use everything. Like, I'm telling you.
And I got to see the process, and I saw how they prepared this to be ready to drink, and I got to taste it, and I also got to taste some home. And
now you keep this one for you. This is my last one because I sold out of. We sold crap ton last week. You keep this one because it's the last one right now.
You don't have to
do
tell
a
me
new
twice,
production
like at all.
But one of the ones that we just brought out, which is an old time favorite, is the Peach Orchard.
No, I don't remember that one.
Exactly.
Ooh.
We gotta bring that new to the show. See that new to the show.
Ah,
That new to the show.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is Peach Orchard. And it's made of vodka because it's a lemon drop,
Yeah.
which is my other. Now I already told y'all I'm real extra. So a lemon drop martini, when I go out, it is what it is, and this is what I like to have. So the fact that you have this, already in a bottle, I'm just delighted. Oh, and I can see like that fruit essence.
Oh yeah, it's really, really good.
Okay, wait. So cheers to the new flavor.
There you go.
Girl, you better hush and go.
Okay. Won't he do it? Make him wanna.
Yes, he will.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I have to let audience taste this because they don't have this in the audience, and this is just the lid for my shaker. Here, but
I got this one right over here.
thank you.
Whoop, whoop. There we go. All right, y'all tell me what y'all think about that one, audience.
Woo.
Is that your type of drink?
Yes.
Is.
Refreshing. Light.
So this one is peaches. This one's peaches and strawberries and just lemons and just vodka. One thing about us, two things for sure. We're going to kill a lemon drop in a margarita in a heartbeat. Those are our jams. And the young lady in the audience over here murders old fashions.
Now, here's another thing about me. I already told you guys I'm a texture person, but I am like anti-berry flavor, anything. But the subtlety,
Yes.
the mix of it, I cannot even tell. Like, it just tastes like a delicious drink that I could be at the pool. Yes, you may purchase this. You could be at the pool, guys, and I mean, I can be floating around, and this is my drink of choice. Like, love this, love the margarita. This watermelon one. I talked about my really, really good friend Ty. She absolutely loves watermelon margaritas. Every time we go somewhere, remember I told you that. So I told you I have to make sure she gets that because she loves her watermelon margarita. And then another one of my favorites is the lavender lemon
edible glitter.
With edible glitter.
It's lavender lemon Lux.
It's a beautiful pour and you can put the glass as sexy as you want to, but the other part of this is like, can you imagine pairing this with like the perfect dinner or lunch? And then you can have this like with your girlfriends with brunch or date night. It's just
baskets.
Oh.
So the holiday Christmas season is coming, guys. So we do gift baskets. We do friend giving baskets. Everything like that. We add little things in it, glassware, little shakers, everything. We add these. This was a labor of love. I think it was something, and you know what's so great? My team is very involved in this. They are the tasters.
Really?
They don't approve. If they don't approve, it don't come out.
Well,
I'm like, what do you think?
If drinking liquor, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not an alcoholic, y'all, but I told y'all I'm an educator. You could call me and be like, girl, I need you to taste. I know you had a long week. Them kids bad as hell. Come get this, taste this drink, and I'm gonna come.
5 gallons, I can do it, and it tastes just the same. 3 gallons,
So good.
1 gallon, half a gallon, 16 ounce, 12 ounce, everything. We sell these guys at all the farmers markets. So we're at the Tomball Farmers Market, we're at the KDA Market, and we also are at the YFMA Market, which is your neighborhood markets. So, and if I say that wrong, I can put that all in the information below, guys.
Yes.
It's been a long day.
I just feel like singing that song. What's that song?
Can I juice?
Can I get
Oh,
a
sorry.
refill?
Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill?
Okay, so I am going to refill.
Oh, the liquor is kicking in. They don't believe me. So this is the number one funny thing we always get. Is there alcohol in it? Yes. You want to come see how it's made?
Do.
5 gallons. Did. Yes. They be not believing me. They be like, Fred, you put alcohol in your drinks?
She does. You can, but it's so subtle, and that's what I love. When I order a cocktail, and again, you know me, so you know I like to dress. I love going out with my girls.
Always
whatever
good.
this would be.
Always.
Do.
She taught me how to blow
did. But I love this. But when I order a drink, it has to fit my personality.
Right.
It has to be sexy. It has to be classy, and it has to be
confident women.
clean.
I love confident women that drink what they want to drink. I
Yes.
love when a woman orders a glass of champagne. I don't know what that is for me, but when a woman orders a glass of champagne, she getting straight to the point.
You know,
That's
I
a
don't
straight
like
to the
champagne that
point.
much. I like one kind, but like that's it. I'm not.
What
I'm
about
not a
Prosecco?
wine drinker. I'm not a wine drinker. I'm not a prosecco. I'm not a mimosa.
Rufino?
Audience, y'all can talk. It's okay. But I'm not. But I love
Do you see that one over there?
a cocktail.
Bourbon.
Really?
Bourbon.
I like
Yeah.
bourbon. And as you were telling me, like old fashioned, but it has to be so sexy.
Ooh.
It has to be real
You know how you do it?
sexy. How do you do it?
You know how you do it?
How
I'm
you
being
do
so
it?
serious.
How do you do it?
Okay, my little tip from Yabini, and it's something I don't normally share. But honestly, I was at a man's house one day. It was this beautiful mansion, like 16 bedrooms. And it was about my 4th year in business. And he wanted me to make old fashions. Now, I knew the old way to make old fashions, which, bitters, cube sugar and everything, and muddle and all the things right there. That's what I thought. But he was like, no, I don't want any of that. I want. The pressure was on. He goes, Contra. I go, huh?
Oh,
Contra. Game changer. Game changer.
Really?
Changed the whole entire game for us. And Lux cherries. Not
Yes.
maraschinos, but Lux.
Now I've had it with a black cherry.
That's the
That's
Lux
the one.
cherry.
That's a luxury.
That's the Lux cherry.
Damn.
And they're about $25 for just a small jar.
Really?
$25. They're called Luxarado cherries or something like that, but they are so good in an old fashioned. And orange peel. Gotta have an orange peel.
Now, what are these bitter parts that they're talking about supposed to go in? What's a bitter?
So a bitter is an aromatic bitters. This is just giving it that aromatic feeling, like that smoky feel. You can have smoky bitters. You can have jalapeno bitters. You can have there's all type of bitters. They just give it that nice texture. Like a lot of people don't like bitters, just like a lot of people don't like elderflower.
It's acquired.
It's acquired taste.
It's acquired taste.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But old fashions are delicious if you can do it right and everything, and you can make it your own. You know what I mean? So a lot of people like it. A lot of people prefer, Knob Creek. A lot of people prefer Makers. I personally feel
I like
Makers
Makers.
makes some of the best old fashions.
I like Makers, and it has to be Makers 46.
Even better.
Yes.
See, the cook got that money, y'all. I'm gonna serve about that 46 right there. I'm like, y'all regular people out there, just get the Makers, baby. It's on the right with the red thing that takes forever to open. That one.
That one. But did you know they started making them school time outline? I don't know why they did that. Makers, you better fix that shit. Fix that.
I love the
Fix
wax
it.
top. I think it's one of the best signature things
Yes.
with that red top, and I love the Astros one they came out with.
I didn't know
They have an
that.
Astros one that works for them.
I saw a limited edition I bought for my boyfriend as a gift, and it was like, whoa, in your face. But I love a great Makers 46 ice. I don't need nothing else. But if you mix it with cherry coke, it's the business. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
But she's the bartender, y'all. Don't. I'm just thick. I just like flavors. So
I promise you, bartending is not as complicated as people make it. It's just about having fun and experiencing new things and new flavors. If you're ever at home, grab you some different bottles, grab you some recipes. Look at egg substitutes. Look at foam substitutes. Egg.
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
good.
No, it's
It's
good.
good.
Yes. Egg white.
Egg white.
Egg white. Now I like
My
certain
baby
things
does that.
white. I'm not gonna be particular in regards to what they are, but an egg white in my drink, I don't know about that, child. I don't know.
I'm gonna make
Don't
you
knock
a
it till you try.
beautiful drink until you don't knock it until you try.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you
I'll do
a lemon drop with egg.
Don't tell me what is in there.
We'll talk.
Don't tell me though, because I would be reluctant because I'm.
And it's just that nice little fluffy foam on top. Really pretty. It's just
It's
the
amazing.
It's amazing.
I like
It
how you-
doesn't taste how you think it does. It's really
the
good.
little foam on top.
Yes,
Do you see
yes.
this motion? Take
You
it up.
gotta love what you do,
Take
man.
that.
And you gotta get exploring. You gotta get into the smoke era things now. I think the cocktail world is changing right now.
It is.
We are changing by the minute, and it's getting good. What's great is ready to drink cocktails are becoming a huge thing right now.
It
And
is.
it's a dominating market, you know what I mean?
It is.
So I wanted to join in for fun, and I wanted to make something really incredible. And I think the people have spoken. They have really responded to this very well. And I can't just be happy. I'm excited.
Let me tell y'all something. Hide this from, and before we wrap up, I just want to tell y'all, hide this from your kids. Because I had to choke my son. He's 15, and after I came from the tour and doing some background work here, I took this home, I put it in the refrigerator, and I thought I was gonna have me a nice cocktail, and I went to go grab it, and you know what, my 15-year-old son drank it, and he was like, I didn't know that was liquor, with his eyes glossed, but I had to threaten his life, y'all, and he had the nerve to taste the peach one. I said, oh, you done lost your.
He was like,
He
tell
was
her, what do you say? Tell her that other peaches off the chain.
Yeah, he told me to give my message. Now, y'all, let me tell you, he's much taller than I am, so me whooping his ass was just a hard option for me to do. But this is what I'm saying about this. It's so subtle, but when I tell you, it understands the assignment because
It understands the assignment.
it's a whole vibe. It's a vibe.
You know, it was made made by bartenders for everybody. You know what I mean? And we all sit up here and we always complain about these drinks being overpriced and, you know, at these watered down and everything, and they don't taste like what they called.
Yeah.
How you gonna have a strawberry margarita, but it tastes like tastes like
A dingleberry.
Like, yeah, it's not there. I remember this one time, this one restaurant, I asked for an old fashioned and they made it horribly wrong. And he goes, oh, yeah, you don't come here and order that. Rum and Coke. I went,
I've heard that.
the
I've heard
embarrassment
that.
of it
That
all.
is one thing I hate. Don't have me going somewhere and then I order what I want to order and you tell me, well, because we can't make that. Then why the hell do you have that as an option? So stop doing that shit. But listen, guys, we're running out of time. I'm so glad that you were able to join me today. Thank you for inviting me into your warehouse, your business, your establishment. This has been just absolutely fun, guys. What is your website?
My website is www.franny'sbartending.com or www.frangrias.com.
And that is FRANGRIAS. Okay.
Absolutely.
So make sure you go. If you want some of these crafted cocktails, remember this is a Black-owned business. It's an entrepreneur. It's made with so much love, and it's made with you in mind. You want to make sure you go
We
get
can
this.
delivery, we can drop off, we
They
can
deliver.
everything. You can come pick it up, everything.
All of it. You can come to a class, and you can hire her for your private event, whatever the occasion may be. It doesn't matter, but she is available to you and for you guys. Make sure you follow her on all social media platforms. Remember, it's scrolling right across the screen. And don't forget to follow me too at the In Love Show on all social media platforms. Also on YouTube. My link is in my bio. Guys, I want to say thank you so much, Franny. Thank you so much for inviting me. I could not have had a better time or even imagined such a better time and introduced to some new fruit. And I ate up, y'all.
She did, she really did.
Have something with your liquor, okay? So that's my excuse. But thank you so much, guys. Any last word, Franny?
You know what, guys? I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's watching right now, but also to the entrepreneurs out there. Stand by your word. Give boundaries. Give love and trust to what you do. And I promise you this. I tell everybody this. If you financially get everything incorrect and get all your licensing, it'll bring you financial longevity.
That part. In that order. All right, guys. That's it for another In Love Show where all things are love. Guys, make sure you stay with me. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to do all things in love and all things in conversation. See you next time.
Love and cocktails.
In that order.